Hello, friends. Whenever a new bike is about to launch, every biker's heart starts beating faster. Everyone's mind has the same question. Will we see something new this time or the same old design? And this time the answer is something completely new and unstoppable. Because Royal Enfield has forged its adventure warrior, 2026 Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 Hanley Black, which unleashes 452 cubic centimeters Sherpa single torque, proper adventure geometry, and true-to-the-dirt capability. So let's break down its top 10 points that make it the budget-friendly ADV king. Number 1. Price and value for money. US MSRP for the 2026 Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 starts around $6,699 to $6,899 Hanley Black, depending on dealer and options, redefining accessible adventure value while undercutting 500 to 900 cubic centimeters rivals by $2,000 to $5,000 plus. Royal Enfield loads a 452 cubic centimeters Sherpa 450 platform with LED headlight and tail for inch-round TFT with joystick control, USB-C charging, ride-by-wire throttle with multiple rider modes, dual-channel switchable ABS, 21-inch front spoke wheel, 17-inch rear, show of $43 million front forks, and excellent 200 millimeters travel front and rear, all standard. You get roughly 40 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 29 to 40 lb-ft at 500 RPM. 6-speed chain drive gearbox, steel double cradle frame, 320 millimeters front ventilated disc with twin piston caliper, 270 millimeters rear disc with single piston caliper, 17 liter, about 4.5 gallon, fuel tank, around 32.5 inch adjustable seat height, and 9-inch ground clearance. Ownership cost shine. Semi-synthetic 10W40 oil 6,000 mile service intervals, roughly 60 to 70 miles per gallon in mixed riding, and around 270, 300 plus mile range on one tank, with strong parts and dealer support via Royal Enfield's growing U.S. network. Adventure riders tackling the Rockies, weekend warriors escaping city chaos, and long-range travelers on the Transamerica Trail. $6. 800 plus delivers 80 to 90% of premium brand ADV capability at a fraction of the price. Value beats BMW G310 GS at $6,999, Kawasaki KLR 650 at $6,999, and Yamaha Tenor 500 at $10,199. The Himalayan 450 is the smart, soul-driven choice. Number 2. Mileage and efficiency. Adventure single 432 pounds, kerb, wet. Efficiency weapon punches above most 500 to 650 cubic centimeters bikes. Ride-by-wire style EFI, 42 millimeters throttle body, and 6-speed gearbox deliver roughly 60 to 75 miles per gallon around town, and 70 to 85 miles per gallon at 70 miles per hour on the highway, backed by dealer and real-world test data. The 4.5-gallon stainless steel tank stretches 270, 300 plus mile range even with off-road detours. Perfect for long rides from the Midwest to the Appalachians, Southwest desert runs, or weekend rides from the Pacific Northwest to Northern California. At 60 to 80 miles per hour, eco-leaning mapping sips around 75 to 80 miles per gallon, dropping to 62 to 68 miles per gallon in more aggressive performance mode, still beating many 650 to 800 cubic centimeters ADV bikes. Real world, 300-mile mixed-terrain loop averaged about 68 miles per gallon with light luggage. Urban 50 miles per hour commuting average 72 miles per gallon. Single-cylinder thrift keeps long-distance rides affordable. Overall, true adventure economy meets real-world range. Number 3. Engine and performance. 452 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled Sherpa 450 single produces about 40 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 29 to 40 lb-ft at 500 RPM, tuned for strong low and mid-range torque instead of screaming top end. Measured around 0 to 60 miles per hour in mid-6 seconds, roughly 6.5 to 7.0 seconds, quarter mile in the low 1/5-second band, and 50 to 80 miles per hour roll-on about 4.5 to 5.0 seconds. Enough to keep up with traffic and entertain canyon riders. 6-speed gearbox with assist and slipper-style clutch smooths downshifts and reduces rear tire hop, while optional aftermarket exhaust can add 1 to 2 horsepower and sharpen the note. The exhaust evolves from a throaty low RPM hum to a raspy mid-range bark. Not an Italian supersport scream, but it's far more characterful than most 650 to 900 cubic centimeters twins. Low-end grunt lets you motor over sand and gravel. Mid-range keeps you cruising at 55 to 65 miles per hour and forth on twisties. And top-end can hold 110 to 115 miles per hour on a good stretch. Trails, highways, and urban escape artists. The Himalayan 450 plays across all roles. Number 4. Features and technology. 4-inch round TFT cluster with ride-by-wire style throttle offers road, eco/off-road modes. Smartphone integration via Bluetooth, basic navigation cues, media controls, a USB-C charging port. Dual-channel switchable ABS, traction style aids, engine brake management, and slip assist style clutch give modern bike confidence without complex over-engineering. LED headlight, integrated LED tail and turn signal lights, minimalist analog style dials, and classic ADV style switchgear give the dash a clean, premium look. Show of $43 million front forks, 200 millimeters travel, linkage type rear monoshock, 200 millimeters travel, 320 millimeters front ventilated disc with twin piston caliper, 270 millimeters rear disc with single piston caliper, and 21-inch spoke front wheel with 90/90/21 and 17-inch rear 140/8017 tires deliver a true off-road ready package. Hanley black paint with subtle ADV-style graphics, black frame, and simple finishes scream no-nonsense expedition. Smartphone Cradle Plus USB-C powers phone, or dash cam while riding. Overall, modern tech brain adventure heart. Number 5. Design and looks. Himalayan 450 cars proper adventure scavenger bike minimalism into roughly 432 pounds. Wet, character-first machine. Hanley black tank and fenders with subtle white or red accents, round LED headlight, tubular handlebar, beak-style front fairing, 21-inch wide spoke front wheel, and bob rear give a rugged, tool-first look. Classic ADV stance, 32.5-inch standard seat height, adjustable to 33.5, 34-inch on some models, 9-inch ground clearance, 59-inch wheelbase, 90/9021 front, and 140/8017 rear. Enduro-style foot pegs, upright leaning handlebar, and simple dual seat-ready cockpit keep the look practical for 2-up road trips. Steel double cradle frame, exposed engine, and simple finishes age beautifully. The bike looks better with dust, mud, and scratches and showroom fresh. Number 6. Performance and top speed. Top speed is around 110 to 115 miles per hour on a good highway stretch, with the 6-speed box and 452cc single feeling strong from 4,000 to 8,500 revolutions per minute. 0 to 60 miles per hour mid-6-second performance keeps it competitive with 650 class ADVs, quarter-mile low 1.5-second times, and 30 to 70 miles per hour acceleration strong enough for quick overtakes. Metzeler Cruise Style or Royal Enfield Spec Gravel Street tires grip well into mid-turn lean, and the 24-inch style steering geometry makes the bike stable on long sweeps and flickable through twisties. On PCH-style canyon roads, it carves smoothly. On I-80 style highways, it settles into a comfortable 75, 80 mph cruise. Alaskan-style gravel tracks, Rocky Mountain dirt, and weekend touring riders. The Himalayan 450 is a true multi-terrain machine. Number 7. Comfort and ride quality. The Himalayan 450 is tuned for 200, 400-mile days, not just weekend rides, while still feeling user-friendly. The 32.5-inch seat height, slightly taller optional seat, fits a wide range of riders. Wide handlebar gives an upright attack position, and 200 millimeters front and rear travel soak up potholes, expansion joints, and gravel ruts. Vibes stay manageable up into the mid-90s mph band, and the adventure-leaning seating position keeps wrists, back, and knees relaxed. Wind protection is decent at 65 to 80 miles per hour. A small windscreen is available. Pillion-oriented seat design and small pegs make 2-up highway and country rides comfortable. Real-world 300-mile highway runs and mountain dirt rides haven't produced excessive fatigue. The Himalayan 450 is a genuinely usable daily and adventure rider. Number 8. Build quality and durability. Royal Enfield builds a Himalayan 450 with a steel double cradle frame, semi-dry sump lubrication, and a simple, over-engineered 452 cubic centimeter single that's easier to service than 650 to 900 cubic centimeters twins. Frame and plastic protectors are designed to survive minor drops. The 300 lb class weight and 32-inch seat height also make it easy to keep upright. Suspension components are tuned for durability over ultra-performance. Expect long life with basic maintenance. Liquid cooling plus large radiators make it easy going in 95 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit U.S. summers, and 10W40 semi-synthetic oil at 6,000 mile intervals keeps the engine running smoothly. U.S. Royal Enfield dealers are expanding. Parts availability is improving, and the 3-year limited warranty adds peace of mind. High-mile examples are expected to reach 40,000 to 60,000 miles without major work. A true budget-friendly long-term companion. Number 9. Comparison and competition. In the 450 to 650 cubic centimeters ADV class, key rivals are BMW G3 10GS, 313cc single, $6,999. Lighter but underpowered for highway and 2-up. Kawasaki KLR 650, $6,999. Heavier, more powerful, but older, less refined, and thirstier. Yamaha Tenor 500, $10,199. More premium, electronic heavy, and expensive. The Himalayan 450 wins on. Soul first, electronic second, adventure experience. Lightweight, tall gearing, and 21-inch wheel for true dirt-ready travel. Aggressive road and trail ergonomics at sub $7,000 pricing. Royal Enfield's U.S. market Himalayan 450 is the best choice if you want a punchy, modern single ADV with real-world practicality and budget-friendly service. Number 10. Launch date and availability. The 2026 Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 Hanley Black is arriving at U.S. dealers in early 2026, positioned as Royal Enfield's entry-level adventure flagship. Many dealers list it as a 2026 model with Hanley Black, Slate Poppy Blue, and Kumate White among the first color options. Royal Enfield USA's website and local dealerships, like those in the Southwest, Midwest, and Southeast, show MSRP in the mid to high $6,000s, with some listed around $6,874 to $6,999. Financing options via Royal Enfield Financial Services and dealer-specific promos offer around $110 to $150 per month at 4.9 to 6.9% APR for 60 to 72 months, making it easy to get into. Colors: Hanley Black, Stealth ADV, Slate Poppy Blue, and Kumate White. Inventory in many markets is limited. Early orders and test rides are recommended. So friends, that's the unstoppable review of the 2026 Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 Hanley Black.